Like, nobody in our family is ever homeschooled, and they were concerned about my sanity as a stay-at-home mom 24 hours a day in a box with my children. Hi friends, I am babysitting Tweety Foxy right now while Chloe plays outside with some friends. In today's episode, we are going to take you to Yuma with us, but first I've got a story that I want to share with you. We've talked about gets-its and not gets-its before on our channel. When you tell people that you're going to go take a fantastically unordinary path in your life, such as selling everything you own, pulling your kids out of school you've never homeschooled before, hitting the road full-time in an RV in a 300 or 400 square foot space together as a family of 5 and your dog. There are most certainly going to be some people out there that just don't get it. Sometimes even people that love you very much are going to be those don't get it people initially. They might disagree with your plan and think that you're making a bad decision, but they're doing so and saying so out of love, most likely, because they really care about you. So I want you to not be discouraged if you're just starting out and you're getting on the road, or you're doing anything that's way out of the ordinary and the people that you love aren't on board at first.
We're going to Yuma to see Nanny and Papa because it's Nanny's birthday.
On the road to Yuma. That sounds like a movie title. We are about 15 minutes out right now. We're going to visit my mom and dad. My dad is on contract. He's a travel nurse also, and he's on contract in Yuma. And they rolled through Phoenix right in the middle of our quarantine and couldn't see them. So we are now out of quarantine and we're headed to Yuma so we can celebrate my mama's birthday and a belated Christmas. See, we got Christmas presents. I don't know what the kids are more excited for, opening presents or seeing Nanny and Papa.
Nanny and Papa!
Oh, Nanny and Papa, yes, for sure. So we're really excited to see them. We left the rig and the dog back home, and John, he has to work. So anyways, we are just doing an overnighter weekend thing.
I made a card for it.
You made a card for Nanny? Oh, that's so sweet. She's gonna love it. My big 12-year-old up in the front seat here.
Yeah.
What's that like?
It's different.
The sweet life?
Yeah.
I got life of the front seat.
Black coolers. I got black coolers.
Oh, how pretty. Growing up, my parents were super passionate about following your dreams and pursuing your passions, and they modeled that to us in ways of starting businesses. They had a cable company when I was younger, and then they completely switched careers. Both of them went back to school at the same time when us kids were in elementary school, and went back to school to become nurses. They just really encouraged us that we should follow our dreams and pursue the things that we love and not be afraid to put the hard work in and go after it. So when we made the decision to tell them what our plan was, and it was a plan at that time, not an idea, because it was already set in motion, I was kind of nervous to tell them, but also pretty excited. And I met up with them, I remember, at a Cracker Barrel. It was just me. I didn't bring John with me. It was just me. I met up with my mom and dad at a Cracker Barrel. I was like putting it off to the very end of the meal. And then I laid it all out on the table and I just waited. And there was this pause, and then there was all of these concerns, like not excitement, so much concern. And it was because of how much they love us. They were concerned about the kids and would they be okay? Like, nobody in our family is ever homeschooled, and they were concerned about my sanity as a stay-at-home mom 24 hours a day in a box with my children. And they were concerned for John and his career, because at that time he had just walked away from entering a master's program. He had been accepted. They really weren't that thrilled at first. There was a lot of shaking of the head. So we hit the road, and 1 year in, they came and met us in Reno, Nevada on one of John's contracts. And then they ended up coming to Yosemite with us, and they stayed a night in our trailer in Yosemite. And we spent Easter together, and they got to see how we live and how the kids do school and all these things. And they went home and started making plans to do the same thing, to sell their house, to buy an RV. My parents are nurses, so my dad looked into travel nursing, all these things, with the one exception of they were not going to get a trailer anything like ours, because I don't think they slept very well that night in our trailer. Checked into our hotel. What do you think? Excited?
It's so hot.
We have stayed with my parents in their RV before, but their setup is really just for the two of them. And while they do have a pull-out couch and a couple of chairs that we could sleep in overnight, we decided that we are going to spread out and just go ahead and get a hotel room. And it turns out this place is literally right around the corner from their RV park. So excited to go for a bike ride, Tuck? Oh, Cinder's gonna be so jealous she didn't come with us. So, Nanny and Papa have never seen you ride a bike, Chloe.
What?
They've never seen you ride your bike, like any bike.
Yeah.
Have
I
you?
mean, we saw you when you were trying to learn to ride the training wheels, but
Yeah.
I don't think you ever really did it.
Yeah, no, because you learned how to ride it in Alaska. So they haven't seen it yet.
The other side of that bridge is California.
Yeah. We could walk to Cali. Okay, the kids are bucking the idea of going into the jail and learning right now because they want to go bike riding. So I don't blame them. We're gonna go do the bike ride tonight. Your Uncle Matt would be really proud.
Yeah.
Last time we went riding with Nanny and Papa might have been in Georgia, and Chloe was still in the trailer. She is taken off.
That's it. I remember that bike when I was a little kid. They stole it from me. I had a bunch of guys ganged up on me and threw me off my bike and took it. And they
here
brought
it
it all the way down to Yuma, Arizona, Kansas.
All the way from
They
Kansas.
probably drove it down here.
They rode it.
They rode it all the way down here.
Okay, all done with the bike ride.
I'm doing whiz puzzles.
Your puzzles?
Yay.
Awesome. Hey, you don't have to wear your helmet in the car.
Whoops.
Okay, I've got my feet in. I don't know if I can get all the way in. It's cold out here. I'm gonna check and see what the temperature is. It's 55 degrees.
Yes.
Everyone get dressed and round your stuff up. We're gonna go explore Yuma a little bit today and maybe go out to the Imperial Sand Dunes and check those out. We're gonna go check out Mexico. Not really. We're gonna go look at the border. No, we're not going across yet.
Walk in, right?
Oh, I don't have my stuff for that.
Ethan, can I have a towel?
So the border is just right over here. I mean, like, we can see it clearly, but we were warned inside the ranger station that you're not supposed to get within 100 feet of the wall because it's considered very dangerous. Okay. All right, show me the view up there. Have fun. Bye. This is how we do. We just send the GoPro up with the kids, and they'll just let them get the footage.
Okay, so you guys, we are up here. As you can see, we're on the sand dunes. Yes, beautiful view right now.
Okay, well, I'm doing it. For the last 2 years now, we have been traveling together, meeting up with them on the road here and there, in between or on our contracts with them, and it has been so awesome for our kids to get to see their grandparents like doing the same exact thing, and they went from not get-sits to get-sits. And the thing is I don't actually think they were ever not get-sits. I think they were always get-sits here, but it took a while for here to catch up. And so I want to encourage you guys that if you have someone in your life that doesn't quite understand your vision for your life and the choices that you've made, to not be discouraged, to keep doing what you're doing, because they're watching you. They're going to see your passion. They're going to see that you're okay. And you never know, they might just join you on the road.
Cause we only want what's best for you.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that you've enjoyed this episode in Yuma, and I hope that you've been encouraged today to make your first step towards your unordinary path, or if you're already there taking that path, I want to encourage you to keep going. This next weekend we head to Quartzsite on the 22nd of January. We will be there through the 25th or 26th, depending on kind of how we're feeling and how things go. John has to go back to work on the 27th. So we're going to be in Quartzsite for the RV show. We are going to have a meetup on Monday at 2 p.m. at the RV Content Creators booth. We will get you that information. We're going to plaster it on our social media page as soon as we find out where the booth is, but we will be there at 2 p.m. and there are going to be prizes and giveaways and things, so make sure to stop by and say hello if you are at the RV show. And also we will be camping, and if you are looking for a spot to come hang out, just let us know. Send us an email, noordinarypath@gmail.com, or on any of our social media platforms. Let us know that you're in the area, and we'll see if we can drop you a pin to come and camp with us or sit by the campfire. We would love to meet you. That's it for today. Take care. We'll see you out there. Saying goodbye is always the hardest. It is like herding cats. And we are back off to Phoenix. We had such a good time. We packed in so much stuff in like 24 hours. We went swimming twice. We went to the sand dunes. We had lunch. We went bike riding. And we still left plenty to do next time when Dad's with us. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now it's time for caffeine.
We only want what's best for you.